Well, I think it's really interesting that on your website you call yourself a facilitation alchemist and corporate wizard. So, really wanted to find out how did you become a facilitation alchemist and corporate wizard?
Good question. Probably now about 17 years ago, I did my first coaching session with a chief executive, and I said to him, "How are you?" And he said, "Yeah, not bad. Third quarter better than second." And I paused, and I said, "No, how are you?" He went, "Yeah, okay." And I paused again, and sort of said the third, "How are you?" which was, "So how are you?" And it was at that point that he sort of opened up and said, "Actually, I'm not very good." And what I realized was that these different levels of "how are you" are really different masks that are coming off. So for a lot of organizations, and a lot of my career had been all at the first "how are you." It was all delivering results, KPIs, financial results for organizations. But then started to realize that what drove those results was the strategy and the culture that sat down at the second "how are you." And then as I got to sort of midlife, I started to realize that how I saw the world, what was the meaning of life, was affecting me. That I realized that chief execs, when they come into play, sort of 35, 45, were also getting into that. So what is the meaning of life? And that third "how are you" was actually causing discontent and impact on the organization. So more recently, colleague suggested that perhaps there's a fourth "how are you?" And the fourth "how are you" was actually, how do we pull all this together? So what we've got is that the first "how are you" sort of very much a sort of hard financial piece, and I am an accountant, so it made sense to do that. But down at that sort of deeper energetic level, there was something that needed to be connected. And if I had to come up with a name to describe what that was, in the end we came up with a facilitation alchemist and corporate wizard. So it's as simple as that.